Next mission: eliminate Base Ogre. Capture Mobile HQ. Secondary objective. It should be here. Destroy command building. Destroy all enemy mechs. So main base and secondary base. Apparently, a lot of ruined city and some kind of a thing behind the enemy base. I'm concerned about that. Maybe accessible by bridges or jump cable mech. Another road there. A few places of interest I'm interested in finding out, but it seems like another one of those where you want to destroy all the enemies before you go on exploring. So if it fails for some reason, you don't spend 20 minutes exploring places before you turn everything to crap. If you're gonna fail it early, and so you can retry. 3 small artilleries. Our successful occupation of Baitan sector has presented an unexpected strategic opportunity. Intelligence reports that clan forces are in the midst of rebuilding an ancient Star League military area identified as Base Ogre. Strike immediately before defensive fortifications are complete by destroying the command buildings and all enemy mechs. We warned that preliminary scouting missions report that turrets at Base Ogre are live. Because Base Ogre is still under construction, the clan forces are relying upon perimeter alarms as an early warning system. Destroy these alarms before they alert the base to your presence. Tactical advises that your first course of action should be to capture the mobile HQ vehicle. It is most likely tracking units patrolling the area, and its capture may give us important data. And again, tactical notices are as long as the mission briefing. Perimeter alarm introduction. Command buildings. Okay, it's warning us that you can't just take them out trivially. They take long sustained fire from heavy assault battle mechs to destroy, so you can't just go for the objective there, you have to deal with the defenses. Recon has located 2 repair bases in the area, one south of the base and one in the base itself. One will be there and there, or somewhere. I don't know. 2 repair bases. If they're in as crappy condition as the previous ones, I'm not sure how much use they are. Base Ogre is protected by artillery turrets. These turrets are housed underground for protection until it's activated, at which point they will reveal themselves and launch high explosive shells at any hostiles. Artillery turret shells will fire over walls, trees, or any other intervening obstacle. They also might not require a precise hit to do damage, so it's not a turret system we can just tank for a while we're going for the targets. We'll have to reach the targets before we get fired upon. Recon reports a low-key class heavy Omni mech in the area. Low-keys are typically outfitted with ghost rifles and long-range energy weaponry. I'm not sure we have to do all that much managing this time. What's the 350 tons of weight? We should buy something heavier if we want to do this. Smaller weapons version, 90 tons. Heavy autocannon, large laser, large extended range laser, light autocannon, 2 light ghost rifles, and that's it. Frankly, I'd like the awesome. Smaller, as the Atlas, it's too slow. If there's some kind of a urgency in the mission, you don't want those. I think we'll stay with the heavy mix for a while. If I'm going to buy something, I'd definitely buy the awesome because of the extended range PPCs. Although I like the large rapid firing lasers quite a bit. Ooh, Hitman.
This is Hitman. Dead on, sir.
Bernard is terrible. Scarab would be a better pilot. But he's good at jumping and sensor, so very good with reconnaissance. What components can we buy? A lot more weaponry for sale this time. It doesn't make sense to buy everything. Long Tom Cannon, yeah. 34,000. Yeah, the X-Pulse later. I like these. I think we have 3 of them at the moment. I think I'll buy one more. Very expensive, but very enjoyable to use. Not sure we're gonna use this grouping. It wasn't bad by any means, so. PPCs are sort of they're not in any way worse than the X-Pulse lasers. The problem is that against a lot of the lighter targets, you're much better off with the X-Pulse lasers. If a single shot of the PPCs won't destroy a target, which they usually won't, you're better off with the pulses. The sustained damage seems to be much faster at taking out at least those type of targets. I'm fairly happy with these aren't terrible. We are going to make some switches as some of the equipment allows. I want more pulse weaponry. Pulse. X-Pulse bombardment. I think the one advantage from PPCs would be if you sustained enough damage, the pilot has a very good chance of falling down. With the X-Pulses, I don't see that ever happening because the one-shot damage is so small. I don't think we'd really use up the medium-range weaponry here, but I'm not sure that it makes any sense to remove them either. One of you was injured, wasn't it? I guess he's healed up.
Thunder here. This is Goblin. This is Gator. This is Ronin.
I'm fairly happy with the setup in general. We certainly didn't encounter any major problems, so we'll stay with that. If there's one problem, it's the mech warriors.
This is Gunman.
No. One elite. We need more elites. So thunder. Thunder
here. This is Hitman. Dead on, sir. Thunder here. This is Ronin.
Fine.
This is Gator. You got it.
Spice is really good. We just get him to veteran status. He has no
I'm
weaknesses.
Spice. Should have seen that myself.
Okay, we have 5 decent pilots at least, maybe 6. So 1, 2, 3. We're still going to need another 3 decent pilots at least. Problem is these guys don't have any gunnery. Scrap would be probably the best option from these. Burnout could at least pilot heavy mech, so let's see the situation here. What are we talking about? We're almost 100 tons underweight here. Ah, yeah. Vehicles. We could alter the setup to be more ammunition use heavy and just take an ammo truck with us. Or a refit truck, whatever. We could buy vehicles in storage too. Although I don't really see the point in that. We could go with clan heavy autocannons in exchange of that. It just takes up so much room. So much room, you could only fit another weapon there. Holy crap. It's not worth it. Okay. Sure, there are mech bays, but if there's as damage as in the previous missions, I want a refit truck. Well, we don't really... I don't think we need it though. Shit. Yeah, we'll go with this. We could use 100 tons or more mechs, but we'll see how this goes. We could use the extra resource points in here. This game actually has weaponry that's more expensive than the entire goddamn mech. So, yeah, the resource points might actually become useful at some point. Capture Mobile HQ, destroy command buildings, destroy all mechs. What could be easier?